Virtual and augmented reality headsets haven't been very successful in the consumer market, but they are finding a place on the battlefield. The US military said Thursday that it awarded Microsoft a $480 million contract to supply its HoloLens headphones to soldiers. In today's video, we're going to discuss what happened to Microsoft Battlefield AR headset after deep budget cuts. So without any further ado, let's get started. Microsoft won a landmark $480 million defense contract with the US military late last year to bring the company's AR hardware platform to Battlefield. Now, CNBC has got to work with modified HoloLens 2-based company-centric headsets. Microsoft's big defense contract trying to supply modified HoloLens AR headsets to the US military is not going well. As first reported by Bloomberg, the Senate panel overseeing defense spending has announced significant cuts to the Army's supplies demand for fiscal year 2023 for the device. Microsoft announced last year that it won a $22 billion US Army defense contract to develop an integrated visual enhancement system, a tactical AR viewer, for soldiers based on HoloLens 2 technology. Now, the Defense Appropriations Subcommittee has announced that it has cut $250 million from the Army's IFS procurement plans, leaving about $50 million for the device. The subcommittee cites concerns based on the overall effectiveness of the program. The Redmond, Washington-based company says the new job extends its long-standing relationship with the Department of Defense military. Tender documents say the technology will be used for both training and combat, giving troops greater situational awareness to help them be more lethal and mobile. Program is set to increase lethality by improving the ability to detect, decide, and engage the enemy. Bloomberg, who previously reported on the deal, said the deal was the subject of a bidding process with the major tech companies, including Magic Leap, which participated in the auction. The report added that the contract could eventually lead the US military to purchase more than 100,000 headphones. Earlier this year, Microsoft's HoloLens headphones were rumored to help NASA build new spacecraft faster. Engineers from US aerospace company Lockheed Martin are using Microsoft's HoloLens smart glass for mixed reality to build NASA's Orion spacecraft designed to transport humans to destinations such as the Moon and eventually Mars, and return them safely to Earth. Lockheed Martin is the first contractor to build NASA's Orion spacecraft. The committee remains concerned that IFS continues to face software and user acceptance challenges that the military has not addressed sufficiently, reads an official statement obtained by Breaking Defense. Although the committee was encouraged by the Army Department's decisions in 2021 to extend testing and evaluations for another 10 months, it notes that significant development challenges remains with IFS 1.1. Earlier this year, the US Congress froze $394 million of the Army's FAT budget, which Business Insider noted at the time would have left only about $400 million. Even then, it was reportedly $200 million less than what Microsoft needed to recoup development costs. Instead, the US government appears to be reallocating 2023 funds to support the purchase of the Army's enhanced night vision binocular goggles, increasing the program's budget by $300 million. The subcommittee also increased spending on a number of other Army programs, including land vehicle acquisitions, Abrams tank upgrades, Stryker upgrades, new multi-purpose armored vehicles, and approved budgets for AH-64 Apache and UH helicopters 60 Black Hawk. Business Insider reported earlier this year that Microsoft had internally expressed low expectations for its latest versions of IFS, which was due to begin real-world operational testing in May. This followed reports that cast doubts on a possible HoloLens 3 amid an internal divisions that may have hindered the company's efforts to release its next AR headset as planned. Microsoft signs $22 billion contract with US Army to bring HoloLens 2 tech to the battlefield. After a prototyping phase that begins in 2019, Microsoft and the US military have announced that they will move to a production phase of the integrated visual augmentation systems based on HoloLens 2 technology through a contract worth $22 billion. In 2019, Microsoft announced that it was working with the US military to prototype and test the IFS system, an AR headset designed for both training and live battlefield use, based on HoloLens 2 technology from Microsoft. What began as a $48 million deal has now become a $21.88 billion deal, according to Microsoft, with an initial 5-year terms and an options for another 5 years. The US military announced the contract last week as a fixed-price productions agreement for the productions of the integrated visual enhancement system, intended to take the project to a phase of rapid productions and implementation. According to the US military, the IFS system is designed to simplify existing immersive training and vision enhancement capabilities in a single platform, up display to provide the increased situational awareness, goal engagement, and informed decisions-making necessary to achieve an outmatch against current and future adversaries, writes the US military. The system also leverages augmented reality and learning automatic to allow for realistic training in a mixed reality environment in which the close combat force can try before engaging an opponent. Both Microsoft and the US military portray the IFIS project as a non-traditional collaborations between the military and a technology company rather than a defense contractor. Organizations say that direct collaborations has greatly increased the speed of project development. Tell us in the comment sections your view on this topic. Alright, that's it for today's video. If you like watching our content, please consider subscribing to our channel by clicking the subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching.